For the better part of 30 years, Mario has been the most iconic character in video games. He has ranged from a plumber to a teacher to a go-karter and back again. But ever since Mario made the jump to 3D with Mario 64, people have waited with bated breath for the next 3D adventure. From Sunshine, and yes, I fully enjoyed that game, so to the haters, you can shove it, to Galaxy 1 and 2 for the Wii. Each game continued to get better and better. The hype for the next installment was through the roof. We waited, and waited, and waited, to the point of actually skipping an entire console. But finally, Super Mario Odyssey was announced. I'm not gonna lie guys, I was scared. I knew I was gonna buy it even if it was the worst game on the planet, but when I saw the demo footage of Mario running around in an actual city, I was a bit concerned. Mario was supposed to be in the Mushroom Kingdom, not downtown New York. I mean, remember the last time Mario was around real people? Yeah, let's not go down that road again. When I started to see other footage of the game and watch the hype build, I was ready to take Mario and his new spinning hat for an adventure of a lifetime. Once again, we open up with Bowser and Peach trying to be together, but Mario comes in and destroys everything. Mario has really become quite the homewrecker, I must admit. Anyways, so after 30 years of this mess, Bowser and Peach decide to get married. But Bowser must first make all his preparations by going to each of the different kingdoms and getting the necessary items for his big day. Mario and his new buddy Cappy set chase to Bowser and try to put a stop to his dreams once and for all. One of these times, Nintendo is going to create a masterful story for Mario and pals, I know it. But today is not that day. And you know what? That's okay. Not once while playing this game did I need the story to drive me forward or hook me into the game. It was apparent what I was trying to accomplish, and that was plenty good enough for me. All the little factions or races, whatever you want to call them, had their own little backstories to the items Bowser had taken, and the story never got in the way of what I wanted to do. I think that's how a game with a story that comes second should be. I've been trying to wrap my head around the style of this game for the better part of 2 weeks now. My first thought was this really feels like Banjo-Kazooie, which is always a plus. But then it started to feel like Super Mario 3D World at times. Then there's the throwback to Mario Bros. 1. Super Mario Odyssey is an open world sandbox game. You travel in your Odyssey to different kingdoms and try to find power moons in an attempt to chase down Bowser. The levels are built in an open world style, hence the Banjo-Kazooie reference, but while dealing with the plot of the game, it's more of a linear adventure. You have specific quests that lead you through the level to the end point, and then you move on to the next kingdom. Turns out, I really like the mix. You have so much freedom to explore every inch of the world, and on top of that, there are power moons for literally everything in the game. Stomp here, power moon, break this, power moon, jump down here, power moon, you get a moon, everybody gets a moon! I mean, the amount of power moons in this game is absolutely absurd. Getting the power moon is going to take every ability Mario has, new and old. In the new, you get Cappy of the Cap Kingdom. He takes his perch on Mario's head, and this is the main mechanic of the game. You throw him to attack things, activate switches, and the best thing, well, maybe the second best thing, you can use him to take over enemies. I really never thought about what life as a Goomba would be like, but getting to play as one, pretty cool. But it doesn't stop there. You can play as a T-Rex, Bullet Bill, Hammer Bro, whatever this thing is, and so much more. You actually have over 50 enemies you can turn into. Now the best thing about Cappy? The ability to break the game. And maybe he doesn't break the game just yet, but when people start speedrunning this game, he will be abused to hell. Mario 64 is one of my favorite games, not so much for the 3D levels or the simplicity or my childhood, it's for the insane tricks Mario can pull off. The backwards long jump is one of the most abused tricks I've ever seen in video games, and I think it's awesome. With Cappy, he provides you with this little spin jump, which is nice, but more importantly, you can jump off him. Doing a jump, throwing Cappy, diving at him, jumping off him, and then diving again lets you skip to places I'm pretty sure Nintendo did not intend for you to skip. With this ability, you are going to see skips like you have never seen in this game, and frankly, I can't wait to see them. Other than Cappy's jumping, You have Mario's traditional jump, long jump, dive jump, everything you expect from a 3D Mario game. And if you really want to go back in time, then there are the 2D side-scrolling missions that will bring you back to your Mario 1 days. There's also the 2-player mode that these games have tried to incorporate as of late. This time, player 2 takes over Cappy, and he can fly all over the screen, attach things, collect coins, just little things more or less. It's not the most inclusive mode ever, but it can be decent fun for a younger brother or sister, I guess. What to say? Well, to start, music is spot on. Worlds are bright and colorful, full of life, detailed to the max, and everything in this game feels like it had time and care put into it. Every level has stylized purple coins to collect, different colored moons, costumes to change into, and a bunch of characters I have never seen before. I'll grant they are not always the most innovative. I mean, this is a fork, and this is a ripoff of the Zoras, but still, they fit the game. You really feel the atmosphere all around you, and it just brings the entire game to life. Even the detail that went into the map menu. It's a brochure with actual text about the kingdom you're visiting. It's that sort of small detail that can really bring out the best in a game, and show just how much effort went into it. Completion's sake, the actual game, not that long, as to be expected. Getting every power moon in this game? Yeah, that's gonna take some time. After you beat the game, you unlock many more power moons that just land all over the place, much like the green stars in the Galaxy 2 game. I loved trying to find those green stars since they were so well hidden, at least some of them. Now, so far, the moons have not been hidden that well, but I'm currently at about 400 out of, I think, about 850 or something insane like that. Plus, you can also max it out to 999, but that involves buying another 150 from the shops in the game. You also have a ton of costumes to collect, which can be bought using the purple coins from each level, along with souvenirs and posters. So there is no shortage of things to do. Plus, if you just want to be a fanboy for a second, after you beat the initial game, what happens after, you will love. Especially for those people that grew up with Mario 64. Well guys, it took 6 years or so, and for all those Nintendo haters, congrats, I can't believe you made it this far in the video. But this is your game of the year. Yes, I know about Breath of the Wild and other non-Nintendo games as well, but Super Mario Odyssey is everything I could have humanly asked for. You're 2 for 2 on my perfect or failure motto, Nintendo. Now do not let me down with Xenoblade 2. I'll see you guys next week.